Yes, guys, GRP back in the house with another topic. And this one's a strange one, and yeah, didn't really know about this one, but it turns out that Ang Lee is going to be directing his son in a Bruce Lee biopic by Sony.
Sony's 3,000 pictures, what's that?
Yeah, well, let's see. So this comes off via IndieWire, and it says, Mason Lee will play the martial arts icon in his Oscar-winning father's upcoming Bruce Lee at Sony's 3,000 Pictures. Okay. Three Lees are better than one. Legendary director, Ang Lee will direct his son Mason Lee in Bruce Lee, a biopic about the life and career of the iconic martial artist and movie star, IndieWire has confirmed. Lee is set to direct the film for Sony's 3,000 Pictures banner, with a script written by Dan Futterman, best known for his work on the Oscar-nominated films Capote and Foxcatcher. I like Foxcatcher, actually. Futterman's script is the latest in a long line of scripts written for a potential biopic on the Enter the Dragon star. Past versions were written by Jean Castelli, Alex Law, and Mabel Chung, and Wells Tower. Accepted as neither fully American or fully Chinese, Bruce Lee was a bridge between East and West who introduced Chinese Kung Fu to the world, a scientist of combat and an iconic performing artist who revolutionized both the martial arts and action cinema, Ang Lee said in a statement. I feel compelled to tell the story of this brilliant, unique human being who yearned for belonging, possessed tremendous power in a 135-pound frame, and who, through tireless hard work, made impossible dreams into reality. Talks about Ang Lee's other films. Mason Lee previously worked with his father on the 2016 film Billy Lynn's Long Halftime Walk. His other film roles include The Hangover Part 2, Taiwanese romantic comedy Stand By Me, and the Hong Kong drama Limbo, and Who Killed Cock Robin. Okay.
Never heard of any of them.
No. I'm going to leave it there. The reason I was trying to read is if his son knows martial arts.
Doesn't like, well,
They would have mentioned that, wouldn't they?
How could he not?
They don't mention it.
he's producing it with Shannon Lee as well.
Oh.
Okay, so it's Bruce Lee's daughter's on board.
Yeah.
Oh.
That gives it some legitimacy.
It does. I've always had a bit of a skepticism
With Shannon, yeah. I know what you mean.
yeah.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
Money out for a run. For Shannon.
Yeah, I get it, yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much. We pretty much know.
Yeah, no, in the head.
Yeah.
Nailed it in the head.
Yeah. That's they need the money.
Yeah.
Wanna do it? Yeah.
Damien.
You know what? As I've been a Bruce Lee bloody nut fan job since I was about 5 years old. In fact, the boys know if you come to my house, I've still got Bruce Lee on my wall. So I've been a big fan of his story. I love the Dragon Bruce Lee story. I don't care.
With Jason Scott Lee.
Yeah, it's very fictitious. It's not a straight up biopic because there are so many elements of it that are not what happened in his life. But what Jason Scott Lee did when he portrayed that, he did what you should do when you make a biopic. He didn't try to replicate Bruce Lee and take him off. He took the essence of what Bruce Lee was, because Bruce Lee wasn't that build.
No.
He wasn't that kind of athleticism. But what he took was a dynamic character of Bruce Lee, and he brought the essence of him to screen.
Yeah.
And he stole that film from me.
100%.
I still think it's Wes Anderson's best film. I mean, apart from that, Mortal Kombat, but on the first Fast Furious is yeah. But apart from that, like I love that film, and them to do the story again, they need for me to bring the authenticity of what's in like Bruce Thomas's biography of it, because Bruce Thomas, who wrote there's about 5 or 6 biographies of him out. The 2 of them I've got at home. When he wrote it, he told you how Bruce could be arrogant, how Bruce he was human, and he broke it down. He made him human. Like there's moments in the book where basically he chases his best friend around the house because he was in a sparring competition with him, and his friend managed to basically get through his trap hands. So he chased him around and broke his jaw because he was pissed off. Like Bruce had that anger to him.
You had to have that.
You had to have that.
To have that focus.
Yeah.
And be that guy. It's in you.
Yeah.
So even like any boxer.
Yeah.
Like there's got to be a arrogance, ego, aggression.
There's got
standing. If that's not in there, you're finished.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, if they can bring that and they can humanize him, that's what we want to see with the Whitney Houston film that's coming out this year. If they can do that, I'm all on board for it because I put Bruce Lee on a pedestal for years, and it wasn't only until I read the biographies I went, you know what, he is human. Because for so many years he was a superhero to me.
Yeah, so a lot of us.
Yeah, all of us. We were all brainwashed.
Yeah.
The best fighter in the world. No one could beat Bruce Lee.
Yeah, all of that nonsense.
But, and we don't say that with any...
Jackson.
Yeah.
And it's not
That's not disrespect.
It's just
We're
reality.
talking physics.
Yeah,
okay?
we're talking reality.
Yeah,
here,
so
you know what I mean?
I'll be looking forward to see it. Ang Lee, I love Life of Pi. The Hulk movie, no.
You
Obviously,
like Life of Dry?
I like Life of Pi. I enjoyed it. The
You
bit with the
would.
tiger on the boat, I thought that was beautiful. I liked
That's
it.
just it, yeah.
I saw it at the cinema though, and
Yeah,
visually it was great. Visually it was great.
Yeah.
It is long. I'll give it that. It is long, and the narrative's a bit dried out, but
Right.
visually in 3D as well. Like I saw it in 3D, and it was beautiful to watch.
Okay.
But it had like the Avatar impact on me in that respect.
Okay.
But bar that, Ang Lee's is a hard one because he's been put as an acclaimed director, but he's a bit more missed than hit.
Yes.
You know, he's a bit more missed than hit. So
100%.
I'm interested to see what he can do with this. As you said before, I don't know what his son's done martial arts wise.
But you see, you've just kind of made me realise he doesn't have to have a martial arts background as long as he's willing to put the work in, like Jason Scott Lee.
Yeah.
Because Jason Scott Lee did not have a martial arts background.
Not at all.
But
He had an athletic background, but not martial arts.
but he
background.
made you believe he did. He put the work in, bro. He trained like a madman for that film.
Yeah, Jeff Amada training with him, like he put the work in.
Yeah, he put. I got a lot of respect for him, bro.
Well, so, yeah.
I'm actually sad that his career didn't take off after that.
Should have went further.
Yeah,
He should be on screen all now.
because he's a good actor as well.
Great actor.
Yeah, I mean.
He did the film Soldier with Kurt Russell, which I think he was still doing.
Yeah. He did that little jokey film, Balls of Fury.
Yeah.
That little part in that, remember that? He could do it. He could pretty much do a lot of genres. Like I was very surprised that guy is not bigger as an actor. You know.
But no, I mean, I'm interested. I do think that they should have got the guy that was in the last Ip Man movie because he's done Bruce Lee in a few different things now. He did the Bruce Lee TV show they had in Japan with Michael J. White, Ray Park, and all that were in, and he does take Bruce Lee off really well, and he's got the fighting prowess to do it because he's very skilled with choreography.
Even the guy that did Bruce Lee in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood would have been decent. That little bit he did, he actually portrayed Bruce Lee very well.
He's the guy he played in the Street Fighter series that was on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's a martial artist.
But obviously, this is a vehicle. It's Ang Lee. It's a vehicle for his son to get on. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So he's definitely pulling out the family card.
Can't blame him. I'll do the same.
I did the same.
So.
I did the same.
In a heartbeat.
Yeah. It's not even a thought.
You know what I mean?
So you can play this? What are you doing tomorrow? Film set now.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Martial arts, 1 year, every day.
Yeah.
7 days a week.
You know what I mean?
Next year, you'll be a star.
So paint me semi-excited.
Okay.
Excited because it's Bruce Lee, but a little bit skimmy on the
it's
Ang Lee.
Ang Lee.
But yeah, so
Leon?
I don't know Jack.
Okay.
I don't know about...
You know Ang Lee though?
Ish.
Yeah. But most of the stuff he's done, do you like?
No.
No. So
Okay,
there you go. That's pretty much
So I have no thoughts on it.
Yeah.
I'm neither here nor there. I don't know who the you is.
Yeah. I don't really remember him from The Hangover 2. I don't know which part he must have played in The Hangover 2.
It must have been very passing.
Yeah. But again, I was thinking he didn't have. They don't mention any martial arts background, but once Damien mentioned Jason Scott Lee, I realized okay, he doesn't have to have it.
Yeah.
But he just has to be able to. He has to be able to put the work in and train the.
You need to be training for 12 months minimum every day.
His life has got to revolve around training. Eat, sleep, train. That's it.
You see, like how my man done Mike Tyson.
Yeah, Trevante Rhodes.
It's like the way Bruce Lee moves, the way he walks, the way he skips, the way he thinks, he ponders.
Everything's
there's so many, so many little things that can be over the top.
Yeah.
But to get him right,
just get it right.
It's gonna take whack.
That's why I think obviously it's, like we said, it's a vehicle for his son to get on.
Yeah.
If it wasn't that, I think the guy from Once Upon a Time in Hollywood would have been perfect.
I think you're right. You know?
I think he would have been perfect for this because they're trying to portray. Well, if they're trying to portray his arrogant side and whatnot, that guy did it perfectly in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I thought. Do you know what I mean?
And he would have been like that.
Because remember, they all had a go at Quentin Tarantino for portraying him arrogant and stuff.
Yeah.
And Quentin was like, well, he was like that. That's what, from all accounts, that's what Bruce Lee was like.
People that met him.
Do you know what I mean?
But it wasn't, the thing is, like, everyone kind of jumped to the bandwagon, oh, he was arrogant, you're saying he was an arsehole. It's not that. It was, the arrogance came with, unfortunately, the ego that comes with Hollywood.
Yeah.
Because he got to the role where he was, the weight was put on him. It's like, you've got the whole of the East behind you.
They blew smoke up his ass
Big
so
time.
deep. You're the best fighter in the world. This, that. You imagine.
He was the first interview on TV. He's very humble. When he sat there in the suit and he's got the crop haircut, he's very humble that first interview. And later on, he doesn't change his humbleness, but the flair comes out. It's like, man, and the flare jackets come out.
And I think, like you said, there was a lot of. I think it was a lot of frustration because remember, he wasn't getting on in Hollywood.
No, he was.
He had to go back to Hong Kong.
He worked his ass off.
Right. And he had to go back to get recognition. And it's only when he did the films back home that. Well, I shouldn't even say back home because that's just disrespectful because he's an American. Like, he was born in America. But when he went back to Hong Kong and did the films,
that's when it went, oh.
That's when he got, and that's when they noticed him and there's, we're going to get you for Enter the Dragon. But up until then, he was working, like you said, he was working his arse off.
They still do
and
that,
they even stole the script for, what's the, Kung Fu off of him.
That annoyed the hell out of me.
He wrote that. You know,
when David Carradine wrote
that was him.
He wrote that. Yeah,
he wrote it. And because of racism, they put a guy who didn't even know martial arts.
We need someone less Oriental. It's like, but it's based on someone that comes from the East, who's Buddhist. And you're going to put in a white guy. Like,
who didn't even...
Who doesn't know any martial arts.
Like, it would have been one thing if you got a white guy, at least who knew martial arts. Like a John Saxon.
That would have...
But you
put minor bit of sense.
You put someone who didn't even know martial arts. What are you trying to do? Do you know what I mean? It just didn't make no sense.
No. That's the only reason he's in Kill Bill 2. That's the only reason he got the Kill Bill.
Yeah. But anyway, I agree with both of you. I don't need to elaborate on this. It is what it is. So let's see what happens.
Yeah,
with
what
this.
transpires.
Yeah, but guys, let us know what you think. Are you happy about Ang Lee directing a biopic on Bruce Lee and his son Mason Lee playing Bruce?
Do you watch our show when you're old enough to know who Bruce Lee was? Because we're getting that generation now. Some people might not know.
True that. Leave some comments down below and let us know what you think.